So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am of course Lethal Apollo. Hope everybody's doing fine and well, having a great day. In this video I'm going to show you guys how you can complete the solo Easter egg in Firebase Z Call of Duty Cold War Zombies. As always, I would ask if this video helps you out in any way, drop me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. With that being said, let's jump right into this. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you spawn into your game is interact with Ravenov. Then you want to make your way to the second floor, to the teleporter, and to any of the Aither reactors. There are 3 Aither reactors located around the map, and you need to go and interact with all of them. They cost 500 points each, and they start a mini lockdown sequence. You'll need to protect them from taking damage from the zombies, and kill around 10 zombies to charge each reactor. As I said, you could do them in any order, so you just need to basically make your way around and charge all 3 of them as soon as you start your game. These are round based, so the zombies will not continue to spawn when the round ends, so I recommend being efficient in your game and taking zombies with you to the next generator, etc. Once you've switched all 3 generators on, you can make your way back down to Ravenov in the spawn area. Interact with him again. Now's a good time to pack a punch if you've got the points, but if not, don't worry about it. Just make your way back to mission control and interact with Dr. Peck. Dr. Peck's going to explain that he's through Samantha into the Dark Aether and she's gonzo. You need to now make your way back to Ravenov, interact with him again. He's going to now give us his ID card, which will allow us to open certain cabinets that are located in various areas. Once he's finished talking, go ahead and pick up that ID badge and then make your way to the building right opposite the spawn. It's the one with the red Russian flag on just here. As you enter the building on your right hand side, the first cabinet is just there. Hold square X or interact to open the cabinet and then collect your first of 3 compounds. Make your way up the stairs to the teleporter and over towards the engineering centre. On the ground floor of the engineering centre, there is another filing cabinet. Again, hold square X or interact to open it, and then again collect your second compound. You can either go upstairs and across the bridge now, or you can head across the map to the colonel's office, where you'll find your third and final cabinet, open that up, and collect your third compound. Once you've collected all 3 of the compounds, you want to now make your way towards the barracks. When you get to the barracks area, you want to come inside the field hospital to this chemical device. Place all 3 of the compounds inside this device and it'll start to mix them for around a minute. You're going to get some hellhounds spawn in here and you just need to take care of those hellhounds. Come back to this machine, interact with it again, and this will allow you to pick up the agent delivery system. You want to then take the agent delivery system back towards Dr. Peck's office, but before we get there we're going to head up onto the rooftop here and place it on the air conditioning vent. Then you want to head down to Dr. Peck's window and interact with him. This may take a few seconds for the truth serum to start taking effect, but you'll be able to interact with him after around 10 seconds. This will start a little cutscene where he'll start to dance and have hallucinations. Once he's finally finished talking, he's going to direct you to the data center. You want to come up to the second floor in the data center and interact with this computer just opposite the speed cola. This is called the memory transfer station. This unlocks the essence traps. You want to go ahead and pick up one of the essence traps. This will replace your equipment, and then we're going to be looking for a particular mimic. To find these mimics, you're going to be looking for a pile of loot on the floor. There'll be 3 or 4 drops pretty close together, and one of those loot drops will be a mimic. This mimic has a memory that we need, and you need to inflict damage to that mimic to be able to capture him. You need to get the mimic down to 5 or 10 HP, throw your trap down, double tap square X or interact as if it was C4, and capture your mimic like a Pokeball. Your mimics can escape. You can also catch zombies, as in my case there. If you capture a zombie by accident, that's fine, it'll just break the trap. You'll need to come back to the data center, collect another trap, and collect your mimic. Once you've successfully captured your mimic in the essence trap, go ahead and pick it up and take it back to the data center computer. Stand to the right hand side of the computer to insert the memory and then collect a second trap. If you inflict too much damage and you kill your mimic, I believe you need to go to the next round for another set of spawns. If your mimic doesn't spawn at all, guys, or if you can't find them anywhere, you just want to check that you didn't pick up one of the RAI K pieces while doing the mimic step, because this pauses the mimic spawns for some reason. So the main places for the mimics to spawn in my game was the Colonel's office and downstairs near the Juggernog area. That was one of the main areas for me. A second area was outside the motor pool and near the weapons lab outside area. And then the third hotspot for me was above Pack-a-Punch and in the upstairs bedroom. Again, you just want to inflict that damage to the mimic, get your trap down, and capture him. You've got 3 minutes, guys, to return this, so you need to be pretty quick. Then you want to go back to the data center and insert it into the computer. Once you've inserted all 3 of the correct memories into the computer will give you a floppy disk. Go ahead and pick that floppy disk up and take it to the planning offices. We need to insert that into the quantum computer, which is this green 3-tier computer in the corner of the planning offices. Once you've inserted that card into the computer, you'll get some dialogue and you'll need to head up towards the OPC. You'll see the Dark Aither spawn in now, and you'll see some cool visuals and stuff, and then you can make your way down to Dr. Peck. So you want to head back downstairs into the mission control, head back over to the window and interact with Dr. Peck again. He's going to get really frustrated with us now. He's going to give us another final hint and tell us that we need an ether detector. He knows where we can find it, but he doesn't know the code. Luckily, Ravenov can remember the code for this cabinet, and then he'll reel out some numbers. Once Ravenov has told you the numbers, you can go ahead and open the cabinet, and this will reveal the ether detector. Go ahead and pick that up. We now need to go and find a shovel so we can dig up some crystals. The shovel can be found in the scorched defense area in the central bunker. When you come through the door, it's on your right hand side of the turret. Go ahead and pick up the shovel. We can go and get 2 of the 3 crystals. The hardest one to get, in my opinion, is the jungle defense, so I like to do this one first. If you come to the bottom of jungle defense, it goes off into 3 tiers. Come down to the central tier and you'll see a little dig site and a beeping sound. Go ahead and dig that site up. This will reveal an ether canister. This will start around a 2-minute lockdown sequence where you're going to be locked inside this yellow dome for around 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and you're going to get loads of hellhounds and a couple of manglers spawn in. You can fail this step quite easily, guys. I'm not sure exactly how you fail it. I actually went down and I left the circle, so those could have been contributing factors. But if you do fail it, that's fine. You just need to wait around and come back. So in my gameplay, I waited till the next round, came back and interacted with the canister for a second time. This starts the lockdown sequence again, and as I said, you get hellhounds and manglers spawning. Pro tip, guys, if you destroy the mangler straight away or shoot the hellhounds as they come out the bushes, this puts a little layer of flames down, which also helps damage the zombies. Brain rot is also really useful, and so is your ether shroud. Once the lockdown step's finished, you can collect your crystal and we can move on to the second one. The second one can be found in the open lot area just to the right of this box here. Again, you'll hear the beeping sound and a dirt pile. Go ahead and dig the crystal up, and this one will disappear really quickly and spawn around 20 fake crystals in. You need to find the real one. Now these have all got a little bit of like a lightning effect inside them. They've all got white and black smoke in, but there's one of them in particular that will just have the white smoke. That is the one that we need to find. Once you're sure you've got that correct canister without the black clouds in there, go ahead and pick that one up. That is the correct one. This will be different in every game, so you guys will need to go and look for this one and actually find the actual one that you need. Once you've collected the second crystal, we now need to go and collect the third one, but to do this you're going to need the RAI K. I was going to leave a link in the description, but to be honest, you actually need this for the Easter egg, so I'm going to show you guys really quickly how you obtain that in this video. If you already know how to obtain the RAI K, you can go ahead and skip forward to the next part of the main quest. I'll leave timestamps in the description. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is collect the blueprints from the wall inside the weapons lab. Then you need to make your way to Dimitri and take out his eyeball from the scorched defense area. Place that in the retina scanner. This will open the desk and give you a key. You need to collect that key and then head over to the barracks and open up all 6 of the lockers. You might be lucky and get the mimic with the first locker that you open, but you might have to open all of them. Once you've found your mimic, you need to kill him and he's going to drop a gold part. You want to go and pick this up. This is the barrel for our RAI K. Okay, so as soon as you've got that, you need to wait until a mangler spawns in, and then you need to shoot his right cannon arm. As you destroy his arm, you'll notice he also drops a golden part, which is the magazine. You need to go and collect that as well. Then you want to take the magazine back to the weapons lab and place it in this charging station, where you'll need to wait 2 full rounds until you'll be able to collect it again. Go ahead and collect your magazine. And then you want to interact with this computer that is in the weapons lab. This computer is showing you a little circular pie chart. There's going to be a little triangle that ticks around clockwise, and then it will stop to represent a number. Then it will go anti-clockwise, stop again to represent a second number. Then it will go clockwise again to represent the third number. You need to make a note of all 3 of these numbers, and then make your way to the spawn area where you can shoot the dartboard. You need to shoot the actual numbers and then shoot the bullseye. This will open up a secret compartment in the dartboard and reveal another piece. Go ahead and pick this piece up. This is the final piece for the RAI K. Now you can head back to the weapons lab and build the RAI K-84. Pretty awesome weapon and very useful for the boss fight. Okay, so now you want to make your way back to the barracks area, and just outside the field hospital doors, you'll be able to dig up your 3rd crystal. This Aither crystal will teleport around this area. It'll stay in the barracks area and move between buildings. Every time you go near it, it'll shoot off. You need to press up on your D-pad to shoot your energy ball and then capture the Aither crystal. I recommend collecting it from inside the field hospital because this also gives you a hidden intel. You will need to collect it from the location, which I did there though. Now is a brilliant time to make sure that you're pack-a-punched up to a suitable level, that you've got anything that you want like armor, special abilities, lethal equipment, chopper gunners, etc. Because you're going to be taking all 3 of these Aither crystals back around to each of the Aither reactors. So, just like we did in the beginning, we're going to run around to all 3 of the Aither reactors. We're going to hold square X or interact to place the crystal into the Aither reactor. This is going to disable them. Once you've done all 3 of the Aither reactors, you'll see a rumbling on screen and you'll be directed back towards the OPC. You'll hear a lot of dialogue from the characters now, and you'll just need to wait a moment until that dialogue has finished. Then you'll need to head inside the planning offices where you're going to interact with a desktop type computer, and this is going to be a mini game. The dialogue could take quite a while to finish here, so you'll just need to be patient, but once the dialogue has finished, you want to interact with this desktop computer. You need to use the up, down, left, right on your D-pad and move your cursor over these flags. Each of the little stars represents a flag, but one of them has a question mark. You need to find the one that has the question mark. It'll be different in every game, and then you need to align the satellite. Once you've done this, you can come outside and pay attention to the satellites. There's a cool little visual for you to pay attention to, and you'll hear more character quotes. Once the characters have finished talking, you can head back to the OPC, where you'll be met with a cool little cutscene, and Samantha will come back from the Dark Aether. From here you'll be teleported directly to the boss fight, so you'll be returned to the spawn area. Now don't go too close to the Order boss guys because he will down you with his club hand instantly. You need to keep your distance and try to inflict damage on him immediately. Now don't prioritize the boss at all times here guys, because he has several attacks you need to worry about. He has the Firefly attack, which is doing damage to me right now, really frustrating. I recommend using the stim shot for that. It is a really good counter, but you can actually shoot them out of the air if you're fast enough. He also spits hellhounds out of his hand. They can be really frustrating and leave fire damage, so just be aware of that. Use everything to your advantage, like your Aither Shroud and special abilities. You want to keep moving at all times, guys, and prioritize your life over the boss at all times. Zombies, heavy zombies, mimics, and manglers are going to continue to keep spawning, and you need to also focus your damage on these. What I like to do is train around the building in a big circle around the spawn area, upstairs, through the bedrooms, and around and back down, taking out as many zombies as I can, and then while I'm on the second floor, I like to inflict as much damage to order as I can. It's not too difficult, guys. You've got the armor bench nearby, you've also got your chopper gunner bench nearby, you get loads of ammo and armor from the mimics and the manglers. It's not too difficult at all. I know you guys can manage this, and if you do manage to successfully complete the Easter egg from this video, guys, go ahead, drop me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. Thanks to each and every one of you guys for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I've been Lethal Apollo, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in my next video.
Not coming with us?
There is an operation underway in the Ural Mountains. I have to stay in the field.
This is the only way.
I told you once, Omega is not who we are. I do this for the good of the motherland. For the good of us all.
Try not to break anything else.
Remember, there's nothing so broken that it cannot be fixed.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm ready to come in, Leader. We have a lot to talk about.
Finally. Could you have taken any longer to get here?
You were smart to transmit your research. You demonstrated loyalty, to an extent.
To an extent? What more do you want? Just wait until we get back to Moscow. We'll see what the Colonel thinks about this.
Really? Do you really want to know what I think? I think I want to see a demonstration of your commitment to Omega. Tell me, Doctor, which is your better eye?